May vows to f.ight back after EU threatens to ground aircraft if UK breaks Brussels rules. A leaked document of negotiating guidelines reveals how Brussels wants to hold powers to penalise Britain during the 2-year gap between Brexit in March 2019 and the final deal coming into force. The plans show the EU fears Britain will break European law during the transition period and then embark on a lengthy legal challenge by lodging objections with the European Court of Justice. This will create a loophole which will effectively let Britain dodge new rules and regulations for the transition period. To stop this happening, Brussels wants to create a way of punishing Britain by denying important and lucrative sectors of the economy access to the single market and blocking the right to challenge decisions made by EU judges. Such sanctions could be disastrous for the City of London, hit cross-border trade and stop British Airlines from landing their planes in EU airports. Stefan de Rink, an advisor to EU negotiator Michel Barnier, said a sanction for foul play had to be part of any agreement. But asked about the threats at PMQs in the Commons, Mrs May said, "We will be robust in our arguments. As I have said right from the beginning, we will hear all sorts of noises off, we will hear all sorts of things about positions are being taken. What matters is the positions we take in the negotiations as we sit down and negotiate the best deal. We've shown we can do that, we did it in December and we're going to do it again." Earlier, Brexit hardliner Bernard Jenkins reacted with fury at the EU's silly threats and insisted they proved how worried Brussels was about Britain succeeding. Mr. Jenkins said, "This is an indication of how fearful the EU is that they have to make these silly threats. Of course we are going to do rather well outside the EU and we are going to show the EU up as a rather less successful organization than it is.